engaged in will express our mutual passion for innovation in the field of graphics and design. Our drive and passion will help us all to come together as one, and the energy we create as one allows us to achieve our individual goals as well as group goals. So it has been a commitment to continuously provide quality products and services to individuals and schools, to be able to strengthen a common goal that aims to develop IT educators and students by providing free trainings, workshops, and seminars. So in lieu with this, PSI and Huion had partnered as they look forward for this future of this alliance, envisioned a growing awareness and appreciation for the quality education through technologies, as well as many activities that will be a mutual benefit to our communities. We hope the partnership will continue for many generations, fostering educational and professional exchanges. We look forward to the limitless possibilities of this relationship. So today's event was sponsored by the Philippine Society of IT Educators with full support, of course, of Huion and America Technologies Incorporated. So as we see the strength and vitality for this long association, let me now start the program by calling our next speaker. So our next speaker will be Mr. Neil Balba, the President of the Philippine Society of IT Educators.
I'm looking at my watch. I would like to be sure that it's already afternoon. Okay, good afternoon to all of you. Good afternoon. Our president, the chairman, Mr. Henry Su, and then the vice president of ATI, Mr. Norbert Ko, and the country manager of Huion, Mr. Casey Leon, and also we have their international sales, Felicia Yang. Okay, she was so sexy now. I would like to introduce the officers of PSI, the long ever president of Philippine Society of Educator, 5 times president, Dr. Randy Gamboa is the foundation of PSI. And we have there the vice president for Mindanao, Mr. Jover, Oliver Huion, he called himself Jover. And then the national secretary, Dean Rose Alday of Lyceum de Philippines University, Batangas. And we have there Dr. Annalisa Ramos, our board member, PSI National. And yours truly, and Dr. Neil Balba, and we have here some of the PSI members. Okay. When we say, we'd like to say something about Philippine Society of IT Information Technology Educators Incorporated. PSI Foundation was granted the certificate of incorporation by the Securities and Exchange Commission last March 31, 1991, but it started in 1998. Okay? Dr. Randy Gamboa, our foundation of PSI, started the partnership, the peer, we call it the partnership, education, extension, and research. We focus, our focus there is partnership. So the reason why we do have a lot of partners, and then we are increasing the number of partners here. Also education, because you know that the members of PSI are faculty members, administrators of different institutions, and also industry and other companies related to information technology. Dr. Gamboa also started a peer-to-peer. When say peer-to-peer, it's like a big brother, small brother concept. When the first peer refers to us, the colleagues, the peers, not only individuals but also institutions, helping one another to achieve common goal. And the second pillar stands for partnership, education, extension, and research. He also started to prepare for organizational development. And you know, that makes it the foundation of Philippine Society of IT Educators. PSITE vision, because we crafted from the work of Dr. Gamboa, we have the division. The vision is the premier national IT professional organization transforming the academic community that enables and sustains the growth of knowledge drive Philippine economy. For the mission, we are committed in providing opportunities for the development of its member through strong community and partnership involvement with education providers, industry, government, non-government agencies, and international counterparts. Dynamic and responsive educational initiatives of an enhanced academic standard, relevant community extension and immersion programs address the building of research capability and effective mentoring system. And our values are professionalism, ethical, service-oriented, passion for teaching and learning, passion for lifelong learning. PSITE has also strengthened its linkages with government agencies, industry partners, and educational institutions. And we are moving forward for more partners. Okay? Professor John Ruero started the 3Cs. 3Cs means create, collaborate, and commercialize last school year 2016-2017. And that is our team for us to create, to collaborate, and commercialize. Now, PSITE is gearing toward for internationalization. So we have now what we call intelligent PSITE, but we have what we call I-PSITE. And what is I-PSITE? I means intelligent. The reason why we are moving to partnership with different international organizations is because we want to make it different right now. When we say I-PSITE, we are focused on strengthening the quality of IT education, internationalization of IT Philippine education, global competitiveness of IT faculty members, globally enabled quality IT educators, globally empowered quality IT educators. We want to go for sustainability of quality of IT education and sustainable empowered quality IT educators toward global competitiveness. And we're looking forward for more partnerships from different industries here. And then we want to go international. And soon, we will be having our international conferences to the help of our international partners. And we'll be having more international partners. And we started from other partners, including Huion. And we would like to thank the chairman of Huion and also the American Technologies Incorporated, because they are our partners since then for how many years. So with that, I would like to thank you, and for all my colleagues here, thank you very much, and mabuhay.
Thank you, Dr. Neil Balba, for that information about the Philippine Society of IT Educators. So now, may we call on the chairman of Huion Singapore, Mr. Henry Su.
首先，谢谢大家，各位先生女士，下午好，我是来自中国辉用的亨利旭，非常感谢披萨的邀请，参加此次的盛大庆祝仪式。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very honored to be invited by PSITE to attend this grand signing ceremony.
在接下来的一年里，辉王会正式和披萨正式确立在菲律宾教育领域的合作关系。
Within the next year, Huion will formally building a cooperative relationship with PSAT in education industry in Philippines.
同时，我们也很高兴邀请到了 ATI 作为惠王在菲律宾的独家代理。
At the same time, we are very glad to partner ATI as a sole distributor in Philippines.
2007年，我很荣幸遇到了一群有理想、有抱负的年轻人，开始研发原笔记手写技术，并顺应市场的不断需求，于2011年创立了惠王的品牌，直到今天，惠王开始走向世界。
In 2007, I was very lucky to meet a group of young people who are full of ambitions and dreams. And we start to research and develop pen technology. Until now, Huion has gradually moved into the global market.
希望在各位媒体朋友的见证以及 PSAT 和各位合作伙伴的支持下，惠王能在接下来的几年内拥有菲律宾市场的50%的份额。
In the presence of all guests here and all the valued partners, we hope Huion can achieve 50% market shares within the next few years.
再次感谢到场的各位嘉宾的参与与支持，谢谢。
Lastly, I hope to take this chance to appreciate all of your attending and support. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Chairman Henry Su, and of course, the interpreter, Mr. Huion. So now, we now go on to the product presentation of Huion and a brief introduction of the company, Huion Singapore. May I now call on Mr. Casey Leong, the country manager of Huion.
Okay, very good afternoon to all. My name is Casey Leong. I think some of you have seen me before, met me before many years back. I have some nice faces today. Thank you for your support. I feel very warm being here as one of the speakers for our great event today, Huion signing ceremony with PSAT. First of all, thank you very much, especially to Dr. Neil Baba, for giving us this opportunity again to work very closely. Of course, down here we have Norbert Koh, Mr. Norbert Koh, the VP of ATI. He's always my friend, my best friend, BFF, and of course, together we always make this business really happening in Manila and also in the whole Philippines. Okay, today I will do very short, it's only 10 minutes for my presentation, so I'll go zero in on some of the new products. But I'm sure there are a lot of media people here who wish to know more about Huion, and probably some myth and some probably something you want to know more about our company. I have some pictures just to verify our position in our business in this global market. Okay, first of all, of course, about Huion, I think you heard about my chairman, Mr. Henry Shi. He had mentioned about Huion, how we actually develop Huion since 2007. Next. Okay, this is our office. I'm sure everybody wish to know how we look like in China. So this is actually in China, in Shenzhen, and some of the very good partners of ours were there with us this year, February. People like Mr. Nestor, people like Alvin, Gidep, okay, people like Lynette, people here like Dr. Neil Baba, they were there up there in February. Let's move on, next one. This is our brief history. I shall not go through a lot, but although our history is so short, but we came a long way just to meet up with you today, and we bring along some new technology and products to share with you today. This one, next one. Okay, a little bit of Huion. Of course, you know that we are Shenzhen, China. We are made in China. Okay, nothing to hide. And then, of course, we have offices in US, Korea, India, Southeast Asia. Myself, I look after Southeast Asia. And of course, we do have about 300 over now staff. Okay, because our factory has gone up from 12,000 square meter to 24,000 square meter now. Because the demand is picking up, more and more people is using our product, so we have to beef up our run rate. Let's move on. Okay, this is our worldwide global establishment. Of course, just a general overview of worldwide, but what is important is our Asia. Next slide. This is what we have did in the last 6 to 9 months. A lot of countries have been signing up with Huion as distributor, and business is really going concurrently at this moment, hitting into many government sectors and a lot of schools, institutions using Huion. And move on. Okay, of course, a lot of people say that our products, are we original? Are we copyright? Are we copycat? Okay, here we have our independent R&D patented. We have about 36 patents. And in China, this is how you look at our patent and copyright certification. It's given by the government of China. Okay, so we bring you genuine parts. And to make it really genuine, let's take a look at how we operate in Shenzhen, China, in our workshop and also in our factory. Next slide. Here is our factory. Nobody were there to actually expose or share with you how do we operate, how do we make a tablet. There's no secret to hide. Technology is always technology. Okay, when the patent is over, people take over your technology. So we are always striving new technology, and this is how our factory works. We make our own pens, even down we make our own batteries, we make our own cables. This is how serious Huion is doing for the customer. We make sure that every piece of the Huion product you're using, whether it's a tablet or accessory, you are getting it from Huion factory. Right, next slide please. We do have a very, very big showroom. 4 times bigger than this room that we have here. About 200 pieces of Huion tablets already there, new products we're there, always updating. And we have a lot of people visiting there. And the first group of people, foreigners, who came into this showroom was no other than the 10 Filipino professionals in the school. You know who you are. Okay? They went there just 1 day, 1 or 2 days before we actually opened this showroom. That's how special you guys are to us. Let's move on, next one. We do also have our training center, our seminar rooms, training center. Also, we have, very important thing is our R&D assurance, quality assurance, quality issues. All those things have been tested in our labs. Okay, I think some of them you may have seen it. We do have ovens, we do have humidifiers, we do have drop tests, just like dropping from 1 meter, 3 meter to, 3 to 4 feet, about 1 meter to 1.2 meter type drop test, to make sure that when the tablet roll off your table or pen roll off your table, the product still works. Let's move on, next one. Okay, now we go to new products. I hope you are ready, because there are some questions in the market who feedback to us on our current product. One of our current product that a lot of people, or one of the feedbacks that most people feedback to us was, how come our pen is rechargeable? When is our pen going to be battery free? The answer is now. Today, we're going to review the new product that comes with a battery free pen. Let's move. Okay, this is our latest Inspiroy H640. I'm sure a lot of school teachers, deans and principals and heads, professors are here today. You know what this product means to all of you, especially from the standpoint of a student. This is a small size. H640 stands for 6 inches by 4 inches. It's really, really cool. The product is right in front, just behind there. You can actually test it. The best part is we make it super affordable. SRP price in US dollar is around less than $50. Remarkable price. The whole idea is not to make money from our new artists, but to encourage them to adopt the hardware. Especially when they attend your classes, they need a hardware to practice at home. Next slide, please. We also come in two sizes. You have the small. Some people say, hey, I want a medium size. Yes, we do have the medium size H950, 9 inches by 5 inches. Differences is only by the active area, also by the number of express keys. Okay, now important thing, I think we have some important numbers there. The first one is battery free pen. I'm sure the next number you love to see is 8,192 pressure level. Oh my god, for an entry level tablet. Where can you find this? Okay, our competitor at this level is only 1,024, and we are going and really go all the way to the mountaintop, 8,192. We prepare for the student for the long term. And of course, the next one, we have 5,080 line per inch. These are very standard resolution for tablets. And also 233 report rates. And last but not least, each of these tablets comes with 8 additional nibs. You tell me if your boy or girl, your student, were to lose the nibs, not to worry. Whether a small size or medium size, each of them come with 8 pieces of extra nibs. 1 nibs, 2-year lifespan. 8 nibs, they can be professional by then. Right, wrong. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Well, this is our packaging. Of course, good product must come with good packaging, right? We have to differentiate ourselves away from a China-made packaging. So this is a little bit, people say, oh, it looks a bit like Scandinavia. Some people say even like European products. But this is the product, this is the image. This is the product that you see in the retail store. Right? Let's move on, next one. Now, moving from pen tablets, I also would like to take this opportunity to upgrade all of you. I'm sure that Huion LCD tablet is one of the really good tablets in the market, particularly from a standpoint of price point. For the price of any professional pen tablets, you can actually purchase a Huion LCD tablet. Now here we have the new model, the GT191. 191 means 19 inch. Now the market standard right now is HD. This is the newer model that replaced the old model GT190, being at TFT. The demand for TFT in the market is really going down, so everybody hoping for 2K color. 2K come with HD. So this is the HD model, and exactly it's also 8192 pressure level. You couldn't find an LCD tablet in the market that is 8192 pressure level. Okay, so this is our model. Let's move on next one. We also have something big, super big. Okay, especially for people like Lynette, people like some of the artists here, or even Benji also. They probably have not seen this model before. This is actually a GT221 Pro. Pro stands for professional. Also 21.5 inch, close to 22 inch, but it's a new form factor. The GT221 Pro is one complete packaging, one complete chassis. There's no joint. Okay, anti-glare, of course, is HD. A lot of express key both on the left and right hand side for people who are left-handed or right-handed. Next slide, please. Okay, this is some of the specs again. Again, it's an 8192 pressure level. When we want to do it, we do it big. Regardless of tablet sizes and prices. Everything must be set at 8192 pressure level. This is our standard right now. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. This is the packaging. You can see the packaging is like off from a warehouse from the factory. Right? In fact, it's true. Because this is a new model, it hasn't been launched yet. But by today, after today, next week, the product will be ready for shipment. But this is the packaging. We change the packaging to make it really looks like professional. Let's move on next one. Okay, I'm sure you know this gentleman is here in the room. He's he's a very good guy of mine. Miss him. So he was in Shenzhen at the time. He was the one who actually volunteer model to be the artist of this wonderful all-in-one 75-inch tablet. I take this opportunity to share with all of you because this tablet is hardly seen in the market. It's not just a tablet, it's an LCD. It's also all-in-one with a processor. Okay, let's move on to the next week. It's a way to show to some schools that we do have to continue changing the teaching solution. We are not very dependable on projectors and screen. But what's next? What is next? Making better projectors? What's next? Better projector means cost higher because of the lamp. There's a lifespan of the lamp. Here we have a solution. Is to build the all-in-one tablet into your classroom, just like this, comparing the traditional blackboard versus our latest all-in-one tablet. Next slide, please. This is how it looks like. Fantastic, right? If you have this in your classroom, next year you don't need to worry about recruitment. Guaranteed, students will all be stomping in and registering under your school. Okay, because you are one of the best hardware in the whole world, not Philippines, the whole world. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is the size. Okay, we are 65, 75. The last time I went up to Shenzhen, that was last month, 86 already up. We are now closing in on the 105. Okay, and of course there's 3840 by 2160, definitely 4K, 4 Super K color. All right, and it's an Android-based window, and it has pen and finger. Pen means drawing like a pen, like what you did with your own tablet. And of course, finger means 10-point touch. You can use all your digits on the hand to do navigation. Okay, let's move on next one. Okay, basically I'm coming to the end of my presentation. Just a little bit of pictures. This kind of big size all-in-one tablet can be done in education, in your classroom. Next slide. It could be in conferences. For those people who does several concurrent meetings together, the screen can be used because it comes with a webcam. Next one. Training. Okay, everyone has to go through training periodically. Next one. And last but not least, of course, I would like to thank all of you for participating in this prestigious event. But before you go, I wish that you all know that Huion is not just basically for creation, not only for drawing. Basically, Huion are for many type of industry. Okay, and one of the very, very up and coming industry, of course, is the signature pen. People who does signature using digital pen, right? And you can see this in most of the banks, like BDO or any other banks, city banks, and even policy, insurance company, they're also adopting this kind of e-signature. We are in there also, and we send to medical. In Singapore, there are several hospitals already contacting Huion to test drive our LCD tablets to be used in hospital. Small. And this is just an overview of what other application Huion can actually use. Okay, and yeah, this say welcome. Who say welcome? For information, let's thank you. Let's take this as a mistake for me to tell you I was from welcome. I think all of you know me, right? Okay. Anyway, those people who know me, that you know that I am working in Wacom in Southeast Asia, but now Wacom lost me to Huion. Okay, so now I'm not Huion. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to Huion. Now, for the testimonial, I would like to call on Mr. Roman Celespara, my former colleague, now the evangelist of Huion.
Hi guys, a pleasant good afternoon to every one of you. It feels like para siyang reunion. Okay, so for those of you who doesn't know me yet, okay, my name is Roman Pastrana Celespara. Okay, currently I'm the program head of Our Lady of Fatima in Valenzuela. I have your Dr. Raymond Macatanga, our dean. Okay, so it's kind of parang it's kind of awkward na parang excited na parang it feels like I'm talking to an old friends. Okay, kasi most of you, all my life I've been like Casey a while ago, for more than 11 years. For more than 10 years, 10 years and 4 months to be exact. I worked for Wacom. Okay, just like Casey Leo, no? We're from Wacom, and it's a privileged feeling. To our chairman, to speak to Sir Norbert, especially kay si Sir Norbert, our Vice President for ADI. So kung yung kumupko po sa akin po for more than 10 years. So I will not be successful speaking in front of you right now if it wasn't for them. So, siya po yung unang bahay ko. Okay, now, I don't want to be very dramatic. I'm just telling it like from a naughty small boy to a feeling ko parang I'm a gentleman this afternoon speaking right in front of you. Maraming salamat sa mga nagpunta ngayon, especially sa mga colleagues ko before. And until now, they're still working for ATI, which happens to be my company, my family. Right now, may bago na po akong bahay. May lumipat lang po ako ng bahay sa Fatima. Salamat din Sir Dean for kupin, for taking good care of me. Okay, so P-site, we have Dr. Neil Balba and the rest of the P-sites. We have our industry practitioners here. We have we have Synergy 88, we have Sir Benji, okay? We have the former, dati po, kilala sa Holy Cow. Okay, ngayon, marami po akong hindi mababanggit, pero of course, you know yourselves well. Okay, so, siguro mga like mga 3 weeks ago, parang Casey called me. He wanted to meet up with Fatima and of course meet up with me. Sabi daw ko parang I'll be granted as the Huion evangelist. So it's a privilege na feeling na parang marami dito mga designers, mga artists na nasa likod nagtatry ng product. Okay, so feeling ko parang ang sarap lang ng pakiramdam ng na parang if you have a passion in what you do, parang some success will come next. Pero parang totoo yung pag may pinaghirapan ka talaga may outcome. So like what I'm telling parang everyone, parang every day before I wake up, parang every day is like a fashion show and the world is my runway. So maraming salamat po. Thank you so much. May kailan din bibigay sa akin testimonial. So a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. If you please enjoy. Thank you.
Supposed to have the snacks, but I think it's not yet ready. So we proceed with the media. May I call on Sir Casey, Chairman Sue, to sit in front for the.
How do you pronounce it? Huion? Huion? Huion. Well, I'd like to ask if I'm Melvin from newsbites.ph. It's an online news website. I'd like to ask if this is the first time that Huion is launching the company or just launching products right now?
Excellent. Yeah, we are actually taking this opportunity to launch a new series of products.
Okay.
So, launching company, no, we don't have any company in Philippines. However, we have a sole distributor.
You work through the ATI, right?
ATI is our sole distributor in Philippines. Yes.
When did you enter the Philippine market?
When did we enter the Philippine market?
Yes.
We started last year, end of last year. For Philippines.
And what's the nature of your partnership with P-Site?
I think that we teaching programs, content, Huion as a hardware for any kind of creativity, drawings, digital drawings, the school is actually providing. So what the school lack of is actually the hardware. Of course, they have great teachers, they have great content, but they may be missing out with the hardware. So Huion will be that, we hope that through P-Site, we could actually penetrate or get more opportunity to introduce our products into the school environment. So that more students and more teachers will be able to understand our hardware, the importance of using a correct hardware for teaching and also for drawing.
So I guess the competitive advantage of your products compared to, let's say, Wacom is it your products are more cost competitive? Is that correct?
I would say yes. First of all, I would like to respect my competitor, my ex-company. They're very great. They have great products. Huion, on the other hand, we also have very good products too, and our range of products are wider compared to Wacom, but our prices are more affordable because we make our own products. As I mentioned, and I show you just now on my slides, we do have our own factory, and all those production workers are our own staff. So we manufacture our product ourselves. Of course, the whole idea was to bring down the cost of production and to give more affordability and more added value to our end users, particularly those students.
Okay, Casey, can you just give us a brief picture of the current graphics tablet market in the region and in the Philippines, and what's your market share? I mean, what's your strategy regarding this market?
I only can talk about Southeast Asia because it's the area given to be my chairman. In Southeast Asia, in 3D, 2D animation markets, Philippines is going to be, of course, Philippines is the number one market there because of the fact that Filipinos are much, I would say, more talented. In terms of language, they have no barriers of communication, right? Of course, the skill set of the Filipinos are above par. Better, in fact. And for Vietnam, they are more targeted on online gaming development. For Singapore, as you know, Singapore is very strong in education, right? Education, and of course, our government give a lot of support to foreign companies like Marvel, like Star Wars, like Walt Disney, Ubisoft. They are now setting up headquarters in Singapore. And these headquarters also, they do a lot of post-production process of product, work also. So they do have a lot of opportunity for other foreigners to come to Singapore to work. In other countries like Malaysia and Indonesia. Indonesia being a very big country, they have the biggest population, but the penetration of digital arts is still very superficial. Because, first of all, culture differences, language differences, it makes the Indonesian artists second preferred compared to the Filipinos. Whereas the Filipino, I think you all know, a lot of people here, they have studios, they have been contracted to work on some big productions from Walt Disney, from other great companies in US and Europe. So, coming back to your market share, as our Chairman Su says, we wanted to, in the next few coming years, we hope to build at least a 50% market share in Philippines. So I think we can achieve it because at the bottom, in the middle of every product, when we make a product, we put our heart into making a product. The whole idea is to really bring up the true value of our product to the end user. So I think in Chinese saying, when we do something from our heart, the rate of success is much, much higher. So I hope I can answer you that question.
Yes, thank you.
Hello, I'm Nico Guardia from Detroit.com, and of course, I'm looking forward for this brand to get to the market because I have a lot of I have a lot of friends who are artists, so I want to ask about the future plans to make this a retail, like to be available in stores. I want to know who will be the distributors for to and where to buy your products.
Yes, so thank you for supporting Huion. First of all, this is one of the best remarks I ever heard since the last half an hour. Okay, first of all, yes, our products, our activities with ATI is very concurrent. ATI has many teams. One team particularly targeted on retail development. Of course, when we launch a product today, the product will be available in less than 30 days in the store. I would say less than 30 days because we give some timing for ordering, shipment, and also some delay in the custom. But basically, you're dealing with Huion having a factory by ourselves. delay will be minimal. Alright? So in our products, all the products will be available in most of the retail stores. In particular, I have one gentleman standing right behind you. You just turn around and look at him, the person in red. Okay, this gentleman, his name is Val. He's from Yenza. He carries the full range of Huion. If you are staying in Quezon City, please drop by and talk to him. He'll give you the best support and service. If not, of course, you are somewhere outside, even in Davao, in Cebu, we do have established master resellers and resellers retailing our product. However, maybe due to outskirts cities, the range of product may be minimum. Now, if you do need the products, just call ATI hotline. They will direct you to the nearest retail shop to get the product. Okay?
Alright. How about the warranty?
Okay, as for the warranty, are you comfortable with Wacom warranty 1 year? Yes? So we give also 1 year.
Alright.
We get at least 1 year. Now the warranty covers pen and tablet only, but not the accessory. That means cables and accessory, all those things, other parts, besides the main parts of the tablet, is not warranted. I think it's being fair as a manufacturer. So tablets and pen only. Should there any problem, please bring it back to retail resellers or contact ATI. They will guide you what to do.
I'm looking forward for this brand. As an aspiring graphic artist, I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
For B-side, can I ask what's the advantage of partnering with Huion? Sorry, how do you pronounce it?
Huion.
Huion. Sorry. So what would B-side gain from it? Like, what are the benefits and what's the advantage partnering with Huion?
Okay, actually there are a lot of advantages because, in the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, and we have multimedia arts. We do have multimedia subject. And then Huion will share to us their expertise through trainings of faculty members. And then we will be inviting them as partner to train different faculty members all over the country for the 16 regions. And we just that partnership will contribute a lot because we're not going to invest for that. You know that P-Site's only foundation. We don't have budget, and we get budget from our partners. And in return to that, there are we can help them to introduce their product to our partners also and to our members. Thank you.
To Dr. Neil Balba, would you agree to endorse Huion instead of Wacom because Huion offers huge savings?
Actually, that's a very difficult question. My answer is just, I'm here in front of Binibining Pilipinas Universe and you're asking me that question. With respect to other brand, actually, I cannot answer that directly. But what I can say that I used to give my support to Huion and American Technologies Incorporated. But I don't want to be controversial that I have to promote something. And the truth is, we are not promoting any company, but we are just in partnership. That's it. Because it's part of the P-side for us to share the expertise of different companies to our members. So that's it. Thank you.
Mom, sorry, there's no, you were asking the question. To me, thank you. Right? But again, it's a little bit sensitive. Because if I am understanding from the standpoint of Dr. Neil Balba as P-side member, as a president, I think we have to be fair. Agree? Neutral and mutual to all the partners. But why we love to come in? Because we wanted to offer choices. Choices to end user, choices to student, right? So in our life, we have many choices. You pick the right choice. That is the most important. So Huion and Wacom are your choices. Okay?
Hello. Hello. Huion. Hello. My name is Rafi of Tech Control. My question is for PSI. I guess it was last week. We were also in a similar press conference, and you also signed a partnership with the former employer of the other guy there. What will we tell our yeah what's the message that you want to tell our readers about, because you also mentioned that you had partnership with Wacom last week. Now there's another partnership that's happening here. Can you respond to
As
that?
mentioned a while ago, we are not looking at any companies. We are not endorsing any company, but we are endorsing something to our members. Meaning to say, what we want is to share what the new technology can share to our members, and we are not promoting anything. What we can do is just to ask for their help being our partner, and there is no such thing as endorsing. But we are here. If you are there, we can share our time for you as our partner. You know, it's very difficult to answer me, but the truth is, we are not going to endorse anything. We will treat everyone fair as equal. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I just want to ask, most of the tablet that we used to sell, they have the software included with the set. Do you plan to put the software like comics or whatever to entice especially children to buy the product? Do you have software that included that?
Hi, good afternoon. You're talking about comparing our product packaging with all the content with Wacom, right?
Yes.
Usually Wacom, they have their own Corel Painter software or comic software, I believe,
Right.
or even ArtRich software. Now for us, because our standpoint of making a product is to really going down to the niche, providing the best price ever to our end user. Meaning to say, if we need to sacrifice a part or a certain accessory in the box, just to make the product a little bit more affordable, we shall do it. But however, in hardware manufacturer, it's impossible. We need a cable. It's always a cable needed. There was a pen needed. There's always a tablet needed. So the only thing we think that we can opt out is actually the software. The reason is this: we make a survey. Also, my visit to most of the school and also studios, they do have their own preferred software. One of the common software are Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator. Some schools even have Toon Boom, surprisingly, or 3D Studio Max. So I think for such a case, the school are really equipped with adequate software. So what they need is a better hardware. That's why Huion came out with this idea of we should focus on developing a much powerful hardware at a more affordable price for our user, particularly in the school. Whereas software is a matter of choice. And the software varies from one person to another person, from one school to another school. There's no hard and fast rule that you love Corel Painter or you hate Adobe. So a lot of people will have their own free will of using the software. So we do not want to limit by putting a software into a hardware and probably mistakenly telling the market that, oh, this hardware works well with this software. There are some people who asked me on that when I was in the X company. So we actually removed the software so to make it really just a hardware approach to selling.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any more questions? No more questions from the media?
Hi, I'm Laura Angeles from Filipino Tech Addict. I'm just curious. Other than tablets, do you have other gadgets or products?
Okay, like what I mentioned just now, the main core products is of course those desktop or portable tablets. Tablets are two types: hand tablet and LCD tablet. We all know. But then the extension of our creative tablets, we went into some other hardware such as signages, POS, whereby there's a signage where we can actually interactive. You can actually program it, and you have a screen. You can do touch on the screen. Those are some of the signages, and we call it vertical market products that we do sell. We also have products that actually targeted on rostrum. If you do have a rostrum, imagine they have a rostrum in your school, in a big conference auditorium, for example. So we make that rostrum interactive with a tablet. And the interactive meaning you can actually hook up into the web. You can go online and you can check anything. You can put your script onto the rostrum, and you can read out from the rostrum. We don't have that. Of course, one of our very, very exciting one is an all-in-one teaching tablet, which I showed you just now. So in China, sizes doesn't mind. We have many, many sizes. It's a matter of whether you have the space for us to put that tablet in your premises. So we have a lot of branches. We branch off from the core product of creative tablets, and we have another one with the SignPad, mainly for banks. We do have some other tablets for medical usage. So sometimes hardware are also limited by there's a lot of limitation in hardware. But if we can find the correct software to turn into a solution, then of course then our way of appealing to the market will be very, very different.
Are these already available in the Philippine market?
Is available in China. Should there be anyone in this room who wish to do this special business, please contact ATI. American Technology is still a sole distributor. If there's a business, there's a demand, there's always a supply.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mama, I just heard you, sorry. Repeat your question. Is it
Just a while ago, the specs you put Windows or Windows later, Windows 7 or
Yes.
later, or
Yes.
Android. You didn't put Mac.
Yeah, Mac 10.11
10.
and later.
And later it's from
Yes,
Android.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are those specs written on the box?
Yes, it's written on the box.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
And just to add on, should you have a later PC with a later OS, just go to our website and download the latest driver. And that driver will work on your latest PC or Mac in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone who has still questions?
I'm David D'Angelo from PHReview.tech. I don't have a question actually. We would just like to congratulate you because I've been to GameCon I think last week, and my son was actually asking for drawing tablets. He's good at drawing, and this was like, wow, that's very expensive. Then I saw your entry point tablet, which is below 3,000, and I think that is the most affordable tablet in the market. So I hope that your tablet not only goes into higher education but also to the K-12 curriculum. because this is needed in the education, so that the students are not just imagining how to draw. So these kids, like my son, actually needs to have an actual practice. So I actually congratulating you and hope for the best in the education sector. Our education system actually needs this now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the support. I heard that last week there was a game con, there was a toy con. We do make some small little inquiry and small decent sales, but the whole idea is to bring that model that you're talking about, the less than 3,000 peso is a K46. So we do have a lot of inquiry and some people did purchase on the spot. Now, you were saying just now that your child, he can draw on paper and pencil, right? Now, just to let you know, we have a product that doesn't require computer. The product is called LightPad. I think in this room there are a lot of animators here. They do understand that digital animation is not possible if you do not master paper animation. Am I correct? So you need to really draw the body autonomy well, and you know to animate one paper over another paper, right? 4 paper means 4 frames per second, something like that. I'm not good at something like that. So we do have this product, the LightPad, where most of the school they have a very, very big chunky box with a little miserable bulb in the middle, which is very bad for your eyes, right? So, and it takes a lot of space in the classroom. But right now, ATI do carry 3 sizes, like pads, A2, A3, and A4 sizes like that, whereby it's just only less than 1 cm thick, running on LED. So you can put the paper, draw, put the second paper on the first paper and trace. And you can do simple animation from there. I think we make education more exciting by going really, really bottom to the paper and pencil. So we have that. So for more inquiries, people in this room who wants to know about product, please contact ATI. Yeah. Right, thank you.
So we're done with the question and answer portion.